Okay, so out of the corridor to the top left, the orcs continue to pour out and charge the Shield Guardian. We're going to try something a little different today, and hopefully in the future, from now on. I'm going to make an effort, or at least I'd like everyone to try to at least put a little bit of description to their attack, just for the purposes of just providing a little more visuality. You don't have to. I'm not going to require it. I'm going to encourage it. But it doesn't have to be anything fancy. The orc, though, does run through. He does have to move through this area here, which is difficult terrain. So that costs double movement. And as I said, the orcs coming out of this area are carrying shields and longswords, wearing better armor. They are, so far, 4 that you've seen. This orc right here, I just want to make sure in case people missed it, is the chief. He's pretty easily distinguished by his name.
Come on, no one's going to make a war chief reference?
You can. And the standard orcs are carrying great axes and wearing hide armor. But that was just a recap real quick. The orc elite guard runs up and swings his longsword and tries to chop the ankle off the nice little shield guardian there. He manages to get some little connection. Actually, a pretty solid connection. Not too much as far as the shield guardian's concerned. One second, please. Okay, sorry. My son forgot he couldn't find his stuffed animals. I told him where they were and he forgot. So we got that all straightened out. But the orc elite guards seem to be focusing on the big creature. The Oni, towards the back of the Oni group, moves forward and stands directly in front of the shield guardian and attempts to attack him with his claws. He has 2 claw attacks, and he tries to slash the shield guardian with both. He misses with one, but the shield guardian, he manages to connect on the shield guardian with the other. And this Oni also moves up and lashes out with his claws.
Damn!
That's what he's here for.
Go ahead and take your turn. I'm not going to be able to approve the move. I'm going to have to shut this washer off. I'm sure you can hear it.
We need to think about this because he's going to be dead before we're able to do much.
Nobody else can get flanking on him now. So as long as, he can take a couple more unless they all got ranged weapons or whatever. They may be able to swing at him, but they shouldn't get advantage because the only other one is right in front of me or right below Elite Orc Guardian Guard 3 or 13 and then in between the Onis.
Well, I'm going to use the Earth Elemental Stone now, so that will give us another meat shield.
Good idea. You can pretty
Yes.
much toss it where you want to.
I don't think you toss it, do you?
It
you toss it
just
and you
has to
speak a
touch
word.
the earth.
Oh,
Yeah, it just has to touch the earth.
okay. Send him right in between Oni 1 and Oni 15.
Yep, that's the plan. Like, if he can stand here, I would rather put him here so we would get advantage on OD1.
True.
Yeah, but all it's going to take is Bomir to move up in front of me, which he probably will the next round, I assume.
Yes.
Oh, and then
And
he would
then-
have advantage.
Then
Okay.
he would have
Oh,
advantage
yeah.
on Oni 15.
Because I'm
I mean-
gonna diss out everything. I'm
only
gonna use like
15.
2 level 2 smites to try to kill him.
I'm gonna do the vicious gloves on only 1, so go for 15.
Okay.
I'm gonna swing my sword at shit.
There you go.
Don't you have a Earth Elemental Stone too, Durandon?
I don't think so. Hold on.
Yeah. Someone does.
Yeah, it should be Sully and I think Durandon.
Well, no, it was Bomir and Durandon, but Bomir gave me his.
Oh, gotcha.
Since it's concentration.
Yeah, he gets hit. It's bad.
Yeah,
So yeah, it should be Durandon.
And I have
Wait,
lots of
Stone of
spells.
Controlling Earth Elementals?
that's
Yes.
the one.
I have it.
There you go. Summon him next round.
Bomir, I also have one of your potions.
That's alright. I got so many potions. Well, not really. Now they're actually on the ground over there by the Onis. But hopefully after this fight I'll have some potions.
Potion of Hill Giant Strength.
Now remember, that's the one that gives me just like no bonus on my strength. 'Cause my strength's already so high.
Yeah, unfortunately they don't do that shit where you get like a plus 40 or strength. No, it's just it takes you to 20. That's it.
Yeah, my strength's already at 20, so it wouldn't really do anything.
Okay, sorry about that. My headset started dying. That was pretty big deal. I got everything prepped way ahead of time, except I forgot to charge my headset.
That's bullshit.
That's why I got a Anchor portable charger. But I heard Sully's wanting to summon an Earth Elemental.
Yes. Do I need to be at the spot where I want to summon him? Or can I just throw the stone at the spot and he summons there? Or do I have to be holding the stone when I speak the words?
So, how it works is, and it's in the spell description, but basically you touch it to the ground. Where it touches the ground and where it's touching the ground when you speak the command word summons the elemental.
Yeah, I
Works.
got all that, but do I need to touch it or can I just throw it?
You can throw it.
Thank
I was
you.
halfway through a description.
That, I know, but I didn't need all of that. I just needed the answer.
I did.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why I was going through the description, is because there are more people than you.
Great. Well,
And
I
I
read the
read the
description. So
Yeah, but I'm an idiot.
I can
don't
vouch
be an
for that.
idiot.
So, as I was saying, yes,
Right
you can
there.
throw it. Okay, you'll still have to do a ranged attack, but
Okay.
shouldn't be too awful.
They don't have just a standard ranged attack.
You should just do a regular ranged attack, and I'll subtract the modifier that I need to.
Well, a ranged uses dexterity, right? Or would it be
It'd
strength?
be dexterity.
Or strength since I'm throwing it.
It would be strength for damage, but for accuracy, you can use dex.
Okay. Proficiency or no?
Yes. Oh yeah, that's an easy hit.
Good stuff.
So his initiative, he has his own, and looks like he rolled a 3, so it'll be his turn eventually.
Oh, poor little guy.
So you rolled a deck save for that?
Not a deck save. But basically, just minus. Well, what's your deck save?
+7.
Oh, did you not take the boon from the?
No, the one that gave +1 to everything. No, I got that.
Yeah. Okay, so yours would be +6 then, because minus that.
Gotcha. I'll figure it out when my turn.
Oh,
Are you
sorry.
wanting to move, Sully?
No, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. So the elite guard runs up, swinging his longsword, does not get flanking, but does still manage to hit.
Can a healing spell heal the freaking giant, the construct? Shield guardian. There you go.
No.
Oh damn! Really?
What about mending?
I'm not 100% positive on exactly how, but healing is not going to affect a construct in that manner.
But what about mending?
I heard him.
Yeah, that's definitely a pretty legit question.
So I'm going to have to take a look at it. The reason why I say cure wounds won't, because it's actually in the spell description, says it doesn't have effect on constructs. I'm checking out mending.
Oh, okay.
Then just see that you cast mend and a bunch of little gnomes pop out of nowhere and start knitting him back together.
Huh. What I can see, yes. But I'm not reading it out actually.
So mending would repair damage to him, but not on the scale that you're looking at. Not on a scale of repairing internal damage. Mending is going to do things like a break in a rope, a tear in clothing, broken links, halves of a key. Those are the examples. Yes, it can heal him or repair him, but it's not. I mean, if someone runs up and drops, slams a longsword against him, cuts through his outer armor, and it buries it, 8 inches deep into his inner workings, mending's not going to repair all of that. Mending may fix the actual cut or one of the broken things on the inside. So you'd be looking at 1 hit point is the effect of it.
Okay.
The way to heal constructs is there isn't really one. Most constructs are self-repairing, like this one is.
Oh, yeah, if you look in the heals too, on almost every heal I can see it says does not work on constructs at the bottom.
Yep. Love you.
But on the upside, we're about to get some nice sound effects I haven't added yet. So
The fact that has to be pointed out in so many healing things kind of makes me wonder what big battle and point of contention aroused from that one.
Yeah.
alrighty. So got that straightened out. That orc attacked and missed. And you notice the orcs start lobbing javelins. Now, the wizard or the healers, you can hear them talking. The spellcasters. You can hear them talking, but you don't hear exactly what it is they're doing back there. You could probably see it, but you couldn't tell it.
Yep.
When you say spellcasters, you mean the Oni?
No, I meant the spellcasters who were
Inside
hiding
the
in
middle.
that center area the whole battle.
Alright.
And the Shield
Okay.
Guardian
What's up?
is taking it like a champ.
Yep.
Should we focus fire 15 or should we split it up?
Damn it. Can't move that line now. Okay, hold on. Okay. The Shield Guardian raises one of his, or actually, his chest piece starts glowing, and a wall of flame erupts in that line of orc guards.
Are you serious?
Yes,
I had no
I'm serious.
idea.
What spell is that?
Wall of fire.
Got it.
Wall of fire.
Nice.
And it lasts concentration up to 1 minute. It's a spell you can cast in there. But those ones, let me tag them real quick. Okay, now hold on. I'm gonna whisper Tony for a second. Yeah. Yep, that's it. That's because I figured if anybody came up to him, they would be probably right in front of him or in front of him because he's going to be the main guard. Sorry, that was in everybody. Oh, sorry, I gotta select them. Okay, there we go.
All right, the orcs scream. The one of them screams very loudly and then falls to the ground, burning. I'm assuming he's not moving.
Nope, he's staying right where he is.
Alright, as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Thunderous Smite. I'm going to move forward and attack twice.
You have advantage.
Advantage.
Double hit.
I don't know why it rolled twice, but...
Because you have yourself targeted.
Ah! That would make sense.
It hit both ways, so either way.
Could I use both of those as both my attacks?
That's fine. Both hit.
I'm going to use a level 2 smite on one and a level 1 smite on the other. But also I have the Thunderous Smite does a prone effect. Oh, it's after I do damage, I think.
Okay, go ahead and roll all your damage, then we'll handle the prone effect.
And then...
You should be able to click the save, or after you finish your actual damage. You should be able to click the little dice that will allow it to save next to Thunderous Smite. And it succeeded.
Alright, so I did everything. Does he look hurt?
He looks pissed off
Damn, he's tough.
and hurt.
That was like nearly everything I had.
Orin looks around real quick, points his stave in the general direction of Oni 15, and says a very harsh word in magic, and a red dot the size of a pea flies from the end of his stave, goes over Oni 15, and goes towards the stalagmite area.
You hear a lot of screaming in the middle of the area. There is a large amount of yelling and screaming, but that's just about it.
Okay. And that'll be the end of Orin's turn.
Valdu would pull out a wand, the wand used by the Drow, that is, and it's a slim bag wand, and you'd point it at Oni number 1 and speak the word to trigger it.
Okay. You do need to make a ranged attack roll.
Ooh.
That will absolutely hit. So from that point, with the wand of Viscid Globs, is how it works. Right. It's when you hit, it expands and the creature is restrained for 1 hour. There's a number of different ways to remove it, but none of which are easy. So we're just going to apply a restrained effect. You said it was to number 1, correct?
That is correct.
I'm assuming you're tracking the charges on your own.
I am.
Good shit,
And
man.
that's it. You can move too if you desire.
I do not. I'm sitting here trying to click this stupid button that's not working.
And finally, the Earth Elemental realizes it's on a different plane of existence. Oni 1 is restrained in a large glob of
Gooey gooey.
unhappiness. Ooey gooey, indeed.
But Oni 15, you get advantage on.
Yep, that's what he's going to attack. Tony, it won't let me target him or anything.
Okay, to target, you have to actually. Not that it matters. I don't mind doing it, but in case you guys have to do this a lot, I want to go over it. Left click on the actual elemental token. It activates him, and then try to control click.
Ah.
I just recently learned that myself watching a tips and tricks on Fantasy Grounds. Anytime you have to control a NPC, you just click the actual token, which activates him. If you're playing more than one character, that's another way you can do it, so you don't have to always go up and right-click and activate. Both of those are hits.
Alright, I'm going to do the first. Oh, it's probably going to do the crit damage first, I bet. We'll see.
Yep.
Yeah. And there's the second one. Or the first one, rather.
Was that an Oni 1 or Oni 15?
I put it on
15.
the wrong one. I put it on the
Okay.
wrong one. I'm fixing it.
Oh.
That was my fault. I got it.
Well, I had him targeted.
Did he want to move? Not sure.
No, he's going to stay.
Alright, the Orc War Chief, being relatively shitty that he is covered or blocked by fire. I don't know how the wall of fire does as far as obstructing view, but I'd wager it's probably pretty hard to see through. Common sense was standing. He gets safe enough distance away.
Tony, that line should be another 10 feet to the south. I forgot to... There we go, thank you.
Now, can I use the stone through the wall of fire?
No.
That's okay.
It's completely opaque. I went over it just in case.
Well, in that case, I target Oni 15.
Or Orc Chief?
You can go ahead. I was applying damage for something completely unrelated.
Oh. And I bring Dawnbringer up and jab at the Oni 15.
You guys are so mean, picking on him. That's a hit, and damage is applied. The Oni is bleeding from multiple wounds in multiple different places.
I gave him a new hole.
Way to make it weird, dude.
It happens.
I'm good like that.
Tony, I have a question. If I were to
Shoot.
cast Gust of Wind on his wall of fire, would it push the fire and burn
No.
something behind?
No.
Alright.
Valid question, though.
So the elite guard retreats, or at least moves as far out of his way as he can.
Does he take damage for starting his turn in the fire?
He takes damage for ending his turn in the fire, but as
Yep.
for
Okay.
Opportunity attack.
if he ends his turn in the fire, just want to make sure, because in fairness, no, he doesn't, as long as he gets out of it. Or passing through it, but since he's starting in it. So the Shield Guardian would get a attack of opportunity. You can take that attack if you said. Just click on him and target, and just roll a standard attack. He has the right one targeted. It looks like.
Yep.
Actually, hold on a second. Just don't roll the damage. It's fine. It's a hit. Now go ahead and roll the damage. So the Orc Guard moves around and attacks the Earth Elemental, because that one he can do without getting set on fire. And he is doing his best to stay behind his shield and swing his longsword to, like an axe, to chop away chunks of stone. Oni 1 continues to be restrained and struggling and frustrated with his predicament, but because he cannot get away from the wall of fire, he takes damage from the wall of fire. So
Only 15 got healed.
They
That should have
probably
been-
have some form of regenerative ability,
Probably.
Yeah, only on the left.
but only on the left.
but yes, they do have regenerative abilities. So Oni 15 casts the spell.
What spell? Then Orin points the stave again, mutters another word, and nothing happens.
Counterspell, I assume. One second. I want to review restrained just real quick to make sure it says what I think it says.
Now, when it was cast on us, you more or less had it so we couldn't do anything,
Yeah, that's pretty much what it does.
including
And-
look.
To a degree. You guys were allowed to heal each other with your own lay on hands abilities, so let's not get too over the top there, Valdu, with your memory. But he seems very frustrated with his inability to cast, but he cannot do anything.
Let's see. How fucked up does 15 look?
He's barely alive.
Well, I think we should just end him.
Finish him.
Right? I think it's that time. Wow, that's kind of lame. Hang on.
That's a hit.
Oh.
Sorry, I didn't know you were going to say that. I just didn't
You're
answer
fine.
quick enough.
And for good measure,
Nice.
That's a dead Oni.
Good stuff.
that's how I like my Onis.
You like your Onis like you like your men? Dead?
Dead.
Where did everybody go?
They're dying.
They didn't all die, did they?
Fireballs
We
and
can't
a
see
number
through
of
the
things.
firewall.
No, the firewall there is 20 feet tall, and it's only it's a
Oh, yeah.
foot thick and 60 feet long, so we can't see to the other side. Was that full?
That- What's that?
Sorry, go ahead. Was that like full withdraw?
No, he's susceptible to attack for opportunity, but the
you
Shield Guardian's already taken one for the round.
Okay.
Kind of sucks that you don't get to use both of your attacks on attack of opportunity.
Yeah, it's just a quick reaction, like reaching out and punching somebody instead
Right.
of flailing.
It's all Shield Guardian.
What's up?
It's all
turn.
Shield Guardian's turn.
From what we've seen with this goo, if the Shield Guardian punches Oni 1, would that break him free?
Oh no.
No.
Okay, I want to make sure. So Shield Guardian, since he has no one right there and his flank's protected now, he's going to go after Oni 1.
Both hit, obviously.
Yep, and that'll be the end of Shield Guardian's turn.
I'll be right back.
When does the double movement start on those rocks? Is it at the top right of the elemental?
No, it would be the actual square occupied by the rocks.
Okay, good. So I can I can move there with 30 feet?
Yep.
Alright, perfect.
It's a miss.
Ooh.
That's a hit.
Level 1, well no, this might. And that is it.
I'll wait till you target everybody. Just let.
Go ahead.
Orin points his stave again towards the middle. Says the same harsh word in Draconic again. And
Do or no?
and a pea-sized ball of fire pops out the tip of it and flies in that area and then explodes in a giant mushroom cloud.
I'm back.
That's just a ridiculous amount of dice.
Right?
I mean, for our levels anyway.
Oh, there were people in there.
And all 3 of those orcs die in burning flame.
Do we hear any other screaming?
You do not. You hear no other screaming other than those 3 orcs burning to death.
Okay. And that would be the end of my turn.
Can the Shield Guardian drop his concentration when it's not his turn?
Yes.
I suppose you're willing to let that Shield Guardian drop his concentration so that I can cast the other side of that wall.
I can, but once it's gone, it's gone. I have to wait and put another spell in him later.
Hold on a second. Tony, if I am on my mount, since it is not an action to be on it, I can still cast, yes?
If you are on your what? Your mount?
My broom.
Yeah, it's not... You can use your movement and cast. Being on the broom and moving is just moving.
Okay. How high does the wall of flames go?
20 feet.
So theoretically, I could fly up and see above them, right?
Practically and theoretically, yes.
Okay. So, as opposed to using my movement speed to get up there, Valdu would get on his broom, which he keeps on his back, and fly up to the point where he could just barely see over the flames. Still hovering in the same spot where the token is.
Okay, it has a fly speed of 50 feet, and you're not carrying anywhere near the issue of weight to cause any issues, so
Right.
I mean, you can fly at your own speed. You can see over the wall, but you don't see any orcs on that side of the wall.
None at all?
None at all.
Huh. Okay. Can I see into the circle from being up above?
You can, and what you do see are 3 dead, burnt to death orcs in pretty charred clothing that look like may have once been feathery and religious in nature.
Alright, and that's pretty much it then, yeah?
That's pretty much all you see.
Valdu would relay the fact that the orcs from the other side of the wall are gone, or at least he can't see them. And at that point would fly back down, not necessarily landing, and poke anyone. Well, no, he wouldn't poke him. Would smack him upside the head with a quarterstaff with shillelagh on it.
Poke, smack, regardless.
Well, you don't poke someone with a shillelagh. You beat the hell out of them with it.
Orin hears you're relaying, and he tells the shield guardian telepathically to drop the wall.
The wall gutters out and disappears, showing the same thing that Valdu just communicated, that the orcs on the other side are gone.
Are we still in like a turn-based combat here, or we can
No,
around?
if you guys desire to coup de grace him, that's perfectly fine. The only spells that you can cast spells while restrained, but the spells that he has, in the same way it pretty much happened to you guys, the spells that he has require somatic components, which is hands moving, so he can't cast anything. He's up shit creek.
Should we keep him alive as a prisoner? Or just kill his ass?
Dude, he's a demon.
Oh, in that case, Valdu would have to kill him without a choice. Yeah, that's not supposed to have advantage on it. That's supposed to only be 23, Tony. Does that still hit, right?
Yeah, that still hits.
And you said we can do just where coup de grace on him, yeah?
If you guys are killing him, we can forego all of the rolls with the assumption that you're killing him.
Yep, fair enough. Walk up, smash his skull in. Well, fly up and smash his skull in.
Alrighty. You guys take a little bit of time and put him out of his and your misery.
Hang on. I want to send the Earth Elemental up in here.
And I want to call back to the knights behind me to kind of come in. You don't actually have to put on that, but to get really close, right behind the movie.
Okay. So
I'll do the same with the scouts. And meanwhile, I'll look to Bomir and point to his stuff where he unsummoned the lizard just to remind him.
okay. So the Earth Elemental is going up there.
Yes.
Are you looking? You would have to go up there to get it unmasked. He can't necessarily relay perceptions in that manner.
No, but if they are preparing ready
Right.
to tax, he can take the ready to tax.
Got you. Just wanted to make sure. So yeah, he heads up there, but he is not attacked.
So where do you think they went, guys?
I'd probably say to one of either the
This
western, that one, or the one straight south.
I got money on down and to the left.
All right. Do we want to scout, or do we want to just barrel into one of those tunnels?
Well, what?
I would say
3 people
scout.
got away?
Scout, because we're only going to be able to do single file into the tunnels.
Okay. I want to see what's up here.
Okay. I'm going to.
I guess while he does that, I'll do the other one.
Either or. I'm going to do one at a time just for simplicity.
Right.
But you scout up a little bit. You notice these passages are very narrow. They are naturally formed, but it doesn't appear that anything has been done to reinforce them of any sort. To the south there is a small chamber.
Hey, everyone that's injured, if you head over near me, I can use the healing rod on.
If you guys want to take like a few 2-3 minute break while I go over this with the scout, that's no problem.
Well, how many times can you use the staff?
Cure Wounds is 1 charge, Lesser Restoration is 2 charges, and Mass Cure Wounds is 5 charges. The one comes with 10
User was moved
charges.
out of your channel. User left your channel.
So you might want to save it for. So you can do 2 mass heals.
Yeah, but if I use 2 Mass Heals, it explodes.
Oh yeah, so
It has a chance to explode. So he could do 1 mass heal and a couple pinpoint heals, but that's it. If he uses both of them, then he has a 25% chance of his wand going up in smoke.
Yeah, I'm not taking that chance.
I would save them. I mean, I can heal almost everything with just my lay on hands points.
Yeah, but that's only one of you. I could do 3d8 plus my spellcasting ability modifier, which is, I guess that's just my not my proficiency. 5. So 3d8 plus 5, which would heal all of us, and you would still keep your lay on hands.
But then,
Let's-
what if we need it again?
Let's wait until Sully gets back before we do that, so that way we don't have to use more of it. So if Sully
Sully's
doesn't
not injured.
discover, yeah, but if he doesn't, he's not. Well, I'd still say let's wait till he gets back just in case. Because what happens if he gets fucked up? Something ambushes him.
That's true.
And I could just heal 3 of us with lay on hands, and you can just use 1 heal on Durandon.
Any way you really want to go about it, I mean, doesn't particularly matter to me.
Apparently, these orcs have never heard of never surrender.
Right.
Yeah, they didn't surrender, but my God, they gave up.
That's what I'm saying.
I
They
wonder
quit.
if they really did just straight up run away, or...
Well, that spell, Wall of Flame, like I told Tony, or Wall of Fire, I was like, I intentionally added it to him, the 1 level 4 spell he can store, because if somebody comes up to him, if they're going to be in a straight line in front of him, which if we're in these 10-foot wide walkways, you're going to have to go through it to get to him.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Pretty amazing.
I completely forgot that he could actually store a spell.
Yep. That's why you're going to have to pry it out of Orin's cold, dead fingers. And he regenerates 10 hit points at the start of his turn.
And that's why I specified that the responsibility of returning it would be Orin's and no longer mine.
Yeah, we're walking along some pretty steep cliffs here.
Oh no, it's just I don't want to deal with that archmage when you decide to steal that shit.
Oh no, if we make it back, the Archmage already told me he was going to teach me how to make one.
User
when I
joined
get-
your channel. User was moved to your channel.
Okay. So this is basically their bedrooms. There is a room right here, which is the chief's room.
Circles would be better, just an FYI. I don't know if everybody can see it, but it just kind of blends in a little. If you care. Just a heads up.
Doesn't matter. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
just making sure. So this is the chief's room. The black circle thing with spokes that looks like a wheel is a chute that goes 100 or so feet down. This room right here, the perforated line is a chute that goes up, or that empties into that room. There's also a treasure tresty thing in this room right here with a pitcher on top of it that is gold inlay and looks really nice. And I would like you, Matt, to check it for magical traps before I check it for, mundane traps.
Yep. Is that all you're describing?
Oh, there is... This room right here is pretty much empty. There is the little pool of water that is draining down. Is it draining down or draining into the pool, Tony?
There's a small waterfall coming down the wall here, down this wall.
Okay, and then it's draining that way.
Correct.
Okay. There's like some refuse in there, but there's no people in there.
Can you tell which way they went at all?
I don't think so. Tony?
There's no indication that they went that way.
Yeah, so they probably went down this way.
Do you want to search the rest of these areas, and then we'll go inspect the chest together?
Yeah, I'm fine
That
with
sounds good.
Yeah, if you want to, Valdu, go ahead and use that mass cure for everybody who's still around. I don't think we'll need it again right this second.
They were in.
Tony, you want me to just roll 3d8 plus 5?
I would prefer if you targeted everybody and then rolled it. Except for the Shield Guardian. The Shield Guardian repairs himself 10 damage every second. He's good. 6 seconds. He's
Well,
good.
if I just roll plain out 3d8 plus 10, it's not going to automatically apply regardless of my target.
Oh yeah, in the bedroom room there were
Just roll it. I'll apply it.
3 bracelets and brass mugs. They're in the party sheet.
Cool.
Go ahead and just roll the 3d8. I'll apply it. Okay, I'm not sure which way you're heading first, Sully.
That's damage.
I'm aware.
That's the worst staff in the history of the world.
Right?
Either that or the best. I don't know which one.
Yeah, it's good. Wish for another healer dead. That's a great plan.
All right, so where are we heading next, guys?
Valdu said he wanted to search one of the tunnels.
I mean, if you want to go ahead. You got a better sneak than me anyway.
Alright, where do you want me to go, guys?
South.
This is up to you. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
really have a preference on
If
it.
you want to do the southwest first, and then we'll just go reverse
In a
counter,
circle.
or counterclockwise.
In the interest of not wasting too much game time, I'm skipping over the wonderful overall or individual unmasking for the wide scale aerial unmasking. So this area is basically the common orc barracks. They sleep in the little alcoves, and then in the very back they have some bones, and looks like they're attempted a graveyard, which is surprisingly close to their bedrooms. But other than that, the whole area is pretty much empty. It doesn't appear that the orcs decided they would share too much with the lower members of the tribe.
What's this shite right there?
It's an area of dirt rather than stone that's been carted in for the purposes of fungal farming.
Oh. Alright. Peek down here.
That area continues tunnels to the south. That is an exit from this chamber.
Alright. We will do a little peeky over here.
Trying to update a couple different things while I'm doing this.
I wonder if there's anything I can do about this bug. I'm still getting like random unmaskings that appear and disappear, and they look goofier than all hell.
Right, I'll be back.
Okay. Alright, guys. I come out of the tunnel here with two humans that are very clearly slaves. And in need of food and, I'm sure, healing.
I'll do.
And bring them up to you guys. I haven't gotten any information out of them or anything like that. I just got them out of the area they were in.
Okay.
Now,
Does
when
that-
we've seen them walking through the tunnels, they only had two with them, right?
I only thought they had one, but they might have had two.
Okay.
Now that tunnel, does it lead off to the east, or is that stop
Oh.
right where?
Yeah, I'm sorry. This down here leads further into the Underdark.
Okay, so it's another entrance then.
Yeah, entrance. In this area, the whole area here used to be a watch post, a guard post, but is no longer being used as such.
Tony, are you here?
No, he went AFK for a minute.
Alright.
Okay. Well, since we've been 10-day coming down here, I'd say this would be a really good time for us to set up an outpost ourselves, if this is what it was used for.
Yeah, in this area.
Yeah, see if we can just completely collapse that offshoot tunnel to the right. So that way there's only one way in, one way out. Or two ways in, two ways out. Once he gets back and all. I mean, it's got pretty decent fresh water. Something set up for a fungal farm.
Yeah, we still need to check the north up here too.
Yeah.
And we still have that chest to go investigate.
Yep. I didn't forget. I was just waiting until you get
Yeah.
done exploring. So I was like, these orcs were bitches. They were like, oh my god, we're getting overrun. Run away.
I don't know where they ran off to. I mean, unless they ran off down here and we missed it and didn't see it because of the stones.
Well,
Or-
they may have used
I
that
would have.
tunnel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can. Okay. By the way, when I step away, I just went to take a leak. I can always hear you guys.
yeah.
Your view is almost completely obscured from that point, but I missed a question. I don't remember. Oh, as for setting up an outpost, it's a pretty simple undertaking, but it's a time-consuming one. It's going to take roughly 160 man hours of work. More people, moves faster. You guys can do it in about, with magic, especially if you, I'm not sure what magic you have, but if you have any ability, as far as I think you have fabricate in there somewhere, those things make it a lot. Stone shape, I believe that you might have.
Yep, I got stone shape.
With those spells, you could do it in 2 days. You can move the stone and close those entrances.
There you
But
go.
that also means you can open them.
Oh yeah, not right this second. I
A
think
wizard
Eddie
with
wants.
that level of magic wouldn't be that worried about it.
Yeah. I don't think he would just stone shape it. I think he'd just probably blast through it. I think Eddie wants to explore that northeast, and then
Okay.
we're gonna explore the chest, see if it's magically trapped.
You give me an investigation check there, Orin, as well as a knowledge arcana, and I'll work with Sullendeer on this.
I'm gonna hit it with a hammer. Joke.
No, go ahead and throw your ass off a fucking cliff.
You can try.
Durandon just kind of builds a fire in the wide open area and starts singing Karmic Chameleon to himself.
Yeah.
As for you, Orin, you do not find anything in the chest that is magical or trapped in nature. I messed those up when I was trying to scroll. I hate you people.
Okay. I will do a standard trap checking on it then.
Okay. There are no mechanical traps that you can tell.
Okay, is it locked?
It is locked.
Okay.
And you successfully unlock the chest.
Okay. The picture that was on top of it, was that magical?
No.
Okay. Just throw that on the party sheet then. Because you said it was ornate and shit, right?
I did.
Alright. Alright, let's look in the chest, guys.
Let's look it.
So inside of the chest are 5 platinum pieces, 120 gold pieces, 160 silver pieces, and 2 gems, a blue spindle and a topaz, all of which has now been added to the party sheet.
Damn, nice.
Okay. I'm gonna take all that and dump it in the bag of holding.
Got it?
Alright.
Just leave it on the party sheet for now.
Okay.
Matt, in the Oni layer over here, there's another chest that I need your magic-y goodness on as well.
Oh, that's the Oni layer?
This one is, yes.
Okay, it looks like a giant hole in the ground.
It basically is.
It has multiple levels. So, this level here is 10 feet above this level here.
Got it.
And this center has a chute that drops multiple hundreds of feet. The chest he is referring to is back in here.
So, Tony, Samantha would like, or wants to say hi to you real quick.
Okay.
Tony.
Now say hi.
Hi, Mr. Tony.
Hi, Sammy. How are you today?
I'm doing good.
Is your dad looking as goofy as he sounds today?
Say it again. Say oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
It's probably yes.
I'm not sure. Is that a yes, Sammy?
Yes.
Your dad's looking goofy?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Does he ever look ungoofy, or is he just goofy 24 hours a day?
Well, he's pretty goofy 24 hours a day.
Well, it was good talking to you, Sammy. Tell your dad I said he looks goofy.
Okay.
Bye, young lady.
Bye-bye.
Okay, thanks.
No problem. I managed to get her to say you looked goofy like 33 times.
I'm okay with that.
On a video that will be going up on YouTube. Was that that?
Yes, it was. I've known Samantha since Matt dropped her off the changing table.
No, that was Connie that dropped her off the changing table. I dropped her off the edge of the bed because I was on narcotics because I had a surgery.
Yeah. You can justify it however you want.
Druggy.
Yep.
That's the military. When you drop your baby on her head, you call your medic, not the doctor.
Less chance of her dying.
It's true. Okay, so as for this chest, it's been searched by the wizard and the rogue, and no magical traps or mechanical traps are found. It is unlocked.
Wait. Hammer time.
Hey, Valdu, we need you to explore this opening in this chamber for us.
Just stand really close to the edge and look down. But set all your magical items over here first.
Of course.
Okay.
I open the chest.
Inside of the chest, I'm going to need a perception check real quick, but the chest appears to be empty. Tucked into one small corner of the fairly large chest is a folded up velvety cloth that is folded into a triangle. It looks to be about 3 inches from the base of the triangle to the tip, and then 3 inches from corner to corner.
If you give me a second, I can cast Detect Magic.
Yeah, that would be swell. Please and thank you.
I'm gonna do the ritual Detect Magic, Tony.
Okay. You take your time and cast Detect Magic as a ritual, and the cloth is magical.
Do you want to grab it out, or do you want me to?
I guess I can grab it out. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
I pull out the cloth.
Okay.
Ooh.
And it's cloth. It's clothy.
Okay.
And if he pulls it out and nabs him, I'm going to take the cloth and I will unfold it studying it very intently.
It is just a smooth, velvety-like black cloth, and as you unfold it, it unfolds and unfolds and unfolds, and it gets out to about 6 feet, at which point you realize it is circular.
Yay! Portable hole.
Oh, portable hole.
And inside you see 3 large stacks of coins, some copper, some gold, and some platinum,
Nice.
2 jars, and a coiled up rope.
Nice.
Alright, well, we take all that stuff out.
Yeah.
The gold in total is 2,200, 120 platinum, and 700 copper.
Nice. The rope. Do knowledge arcana on it?
You can cast knowledge. I mean, you can cast identify, or you can cast something. What are you looking to do?
See what it is. Like if I just from looking at it, if I can tell what it is by knowledge arcana before I start casting spells and shit.
You can.
Okay.
You cannot.
I am.
Is there
going to-
anything inside the glass jars?
Yes, a white ointment, like an unguent type of thick, oily thing.
I
Oh
do
shit, we got lube.
Can I do a knowledge on that since I have alchemy?
You can.
Let me just do an. What would that be? Would that just be intel with proficiency?
Yes, that's fine.
Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my lucky. Take that
Okay.
second one.
You do know it. You are able to identify the actual unguent, and it is. I can't pronounce it for the best of me. Let's see. Keatomes.
Kioftums,
Keoftums.
maybe.
So it has. It's a glass jar. It has roughly 5 doses. Both of these are full, so they have 5 doses. And it smells of aloe. It's half pound. But when you apply a dose or swallow it, it heals you for 2d8 plus 2 hit points, and you're cured of all poisons and diseases.
Nice.
Nice. Nice.
And I applied
Madness.
all of the equipment that you found off of all of the creatures to the party sheet, and no, it does not cure madness.
I thought the madness was already cured.
It is. He asked if it cured madness.
Oh. Alright, that being said, if nobody has a problem with it, I would like to offer the javelins and hides and great axes and stuff like that to any of the reserve party members that would need it.
Yeah, I have no issues with.
Same thing with the ring mail and shields and stuff.
Yeah, all that, pretty much all the shit. All this stuff isn't all worth a lot.
Tony, I'm gonna cast detect magic on the rope.
The rope is magical.
Okay, since it's magical, would there be any way I would know from, like, a knowledge arcana, like, what a magical rope could entail?
Negative.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay. Well, I fold back up the portable hole, and I put it in my pocket.
You don't want to put it in the.
I was gonna make a smart-ass comment, but I could see Tony sitting there holding me to it.
Put it in the bag of holding.
No, I think I'm good. Put it in
Have
my
Baldu
pocket.
put it in the bag of holding.
Yeah, hey, Baldu, you want to put this in the bag of holding?
For some reason, I think this is going to end very badly.
Don't
so
do it, no. You can't put 2 extra-dimensional spaces together, or they pretty much implode and scatter everything in there around.
It destroys everything and creates a portal to another plane of existence.
Randomly.
Specifically the astral plane.
So is the D&D equivalent of dividing by 0. Fantastic.
That's exactly what's the
Yep.
D&D equivalent of. So, to keep the game moving, you guys are going to spend 2-3 days here reshaping stone and establishing an outpost.
See, I'm very curious as to turning to something and go. Well, actually, Orin, can we send your familiar down that hole and see what the hell is in the bottom of it?
I can ask him. Which one? The giant hole or the little chute that's in the what's his name's room?
All of them, but I would say the giant hole first.
Yeah, they're just passages. He reports back there's just passages to the Underdark. Nothing's going on.
All right.
Alright, I guess we set up camp. There's people here and move on.
Okay, so unless you guys have something specific you want to do, you're going to set up a outpost, and based off of that, it takes you about 3 days. You guys have two options here. You can spend the time necessary to send runners back and then report to the Zentarum, request reinforcements to staff this outpost as a line of not only communication but supply. Like, you've traveled roughly, this is day 9 right now, so you've traveled 9 days into the Underdark. You've established an outpost that took you 2.5-3 days. My understanding was you've closed up the holes into the Underdark.
I was actually going to suggest that we close these spots I got marked here.
Well, no, we don't need to do that. We can just close that hole into the ground and let them have more space through there.
And they can manage it. You don't need to be incredibly specific. The generalities of it is you've secured the outpost. So the question here, your options are, do you want to spend 20 days or leave troops from your own expedition here and move forward sooner?
Well, I'm definitely not leaving my own troops.
How many would we have to leave?
That is completely up to you. They can work with, you can leave one person. He probably won't be here long, but you've essentially, and you don't need to mark and describe how you changed it, but in essence, what you do when you establish an outpost, if you give me just a second, I can get you the exact wording of the outpost.
How much farther do we have to travel toward?
Mantle Dareth is a total of 23 more days from here. But, okay, so establishing an outpost, 150, 160 man hours. You guys managed it quite quickly because of magical assistance. But it's essentially a fortified encampment. It's got walled compounds and it's barricaded, so it's actually something that is defendable. It's not just a hole. The advantage of it is allows scouts to easily backtrack through the Underdark. They can carry messages and information to the surface allies. It allows additional supplies and reinforcements to reach you with most relative ease. So you can send a message back. You have an outpost 9 days behind you. They're 9 days from the surface. You send a messenger back with a message, and it can be relayed. It's obviously going to take time, but the biggest issue you're going to run into is they have to be staffed. Now, it is inadvisable for you to leave troops here and then advise them to try to follow you 20 days from now. You'll be reaching Mantle Dareth, and they'll still be here and have to travel with no way to tell them not to if things go bad. that makes sense.
Yeah,
So,
that's all
so at
good.
this point, you have to decide whether you're going to leave troops from your current expedition force of, I think, 24. I organize the note in a little more helpful fashion. It is public, or it's not, but it is now. And I'm going to go ahead and share it. So that's what you're looking at for pledge support. You have the 8 Zentarum, 3 Emerald Enclave, 5 Order of the Gauntlet, some personal guards from the Lord's Alliance, and then the actual Shield Guardian.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Thank you. So 21 would be what it looks like to me. Is that right? No, it's not. It's 5, 10, and 11. Yeah, that's right. 21. So you can leave some of your troops here to staff it, or you can, when you start working, you can send some of the Emerald Enclave, the ones who are capable of traveling the Underdark at relative rapid speed, to deliver the message, and have them send reinforcements to staff this outpost.
I
It's
like
gonna
the
take-
idea of doing that. If y'all are willing to wait.
I would actually prefer waiting.
We're not in any hurry, though, are we? Like, we're not under a time constraint?
Not
No.
really.
You were given a mission, but there's no... I mean, the time constraint of the whole world ending due to demonic invasion is time constrainty, but that's more general than specific.
I think we should wait. We'll go ahead and wait. We'll set up a real permanent one here, and we might set up like a smaller one a little bit forward.
Okay, so with the extra time being substantial,
Wait,
You
wait,
go.
wait, wait, wait,
Wait, wait.
Hold on 1 second. Are we sending people back then? Yes.
you're going to have to send a messenger back.
Okay. In that case, I volunteer one of the Zentarum to go back with the news and also with one of the mugs.
Okay.
Let's send Nero. I don't like his name.
So, I went through, and my understanding was you guys offered the expedition their own share of the non-magical gear.
And non-gem gear. Like, the stuff that's not worth a lot.
Okay? And they went through everything that's missing, they took. So they took a couple things, javelins here, some armor here. I just reduced it or removed it completely. So everything that's there is yours.
Can I make a suggestion for the scout going back? I would like one person from each group to go. Like
Okay.
one Emerald Enclave, one Zentarum, one somebody else, and somebody else.
As stated before, I do not wish to send one of the Emerald Enclave members.
The Emerald Enclave have to go. They are, that's their job. The Lord's Alliance people are surface dwellers. The veterans have traveled the Underdark, but they're not scouts. That's what the Emerald Enclave were sent for, is scouts. They're the only ones who are mounted. They're the only ones with, the ability to traverse straight up. And you guys have traveled. The generalities of it is when you guys are traveling as prisoners fresh out of Velkenvelv, you guys are going to encounter a lot of terrain obstacles. You guys encountered many of those. Those still exist. I haven't been giving them to you because it's a substantial waste of our game time for me to draw up a map and give you a chasm that you all of a sudden have to get across, because you have flying and brooms of flying and massive amounts of magical resources. So I just skipped over that, but those obstacles still exist. They cannot be conquered by people from the surface without the resources of scouts. You just don't have that option. Nor do they want to be protected like that.
Okay. Hey, Tony, everything's still in the party sheet. You can go ahead and delete it. It's already in the bag of holding.
So on these 20 days, you guys, I copied what you guys are sending one of each group. On these 20 days, the clear, obviously
User in
you're
your channel timed
reinforcing the outpost substantially. I'm going to go ahead and just close the map. It's not necessarily something that has to be kept open. But the other thing of note for you guys is that as you're traveling, or as you're sitting there, the party or the group of expedition people this is a perfect time if you desire to train them and provide tactics. I don't need a movement by movement, but if you guys have the intention of them traveling behind you and using ranged weapons to support you, they're absolutely able and willing to do that. You would just have to provide them tactics, and especially with this ability to train them, it would that'd be a great opportunity to establish that.
Yeah, but we got the time.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Now,
User joined your
that's the
channel.
general idea of tactics. Is that your intention?
What I miss?
How are you going to handle during the time that everyone's gone traveling back, the 10 days, everybody said they were going to look at training the members of the expedition to be useful in combat.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So I think I gotta phrase that. Is it your intention to basically train them to provide you ranged artillery support as we were discussing?
For mine, yes.
The same for us at the Zentarum.
Okay.
While we're waiting, I will work with my apprentice.
Okay. And you guys finish up. It takes a little more than 10 days, but they were, that was discussed.
Hey, Tony, those slaves, who are they?
They're people that were captured from the service about 6 months ago, is what you've gathered, is these orcs have been raiding the surface.
Okay, so they are not the lost scout that we are looking for.
No, but one thing of note that you guys may be interested in, these scouts have been here for 6 months. Pretty much a short conversation later as you guys were, I'm assuming you guys sent them back to the surface with your scouts and your troops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the 2 prisoners, which there were 2, that you guys saw of the orcs were food for the Oni. So you were not able to rescue them, but you were able to exact revenge for them.
Mm.
These 2 that had been prisoners for 6 months, do they know anything about that scout?
They know nothing. They know that cave. They slept in the cave, they ate in the cave, they cooked in the cave. That's pretty much their life.
Alright.
So, you reinforce the cave. After 10 days of training and reinforcing and working as a unit, the 10 days does have a pretty substantial effect on the morale as well as the cohesion of the unit, especially when they're training. You guys are covering them. So for the purposes of the expedition being used, is that everyone's going to get a +2 to damage per attack. And what that means is add +2 to your damage as miscellaneous, whether it's a fireball, whether it's however you want to roll it. You can calculate it in, but I would advise against that because you might forget. My recommendation is at the very bottom, when you roll to attack, you can just click the +2 at the very bottom left, right underneath the chat box, and then roll your damage. If you don't want to and you want to calculate it in, just make a note so you know that you did it. So, 2 to 10 days later, you guys staff your outpost. They send troops down. They establish some supply lines, and they're going to establish 4 days worth of scouting back. And then the Zentarum and the other organizations are going to scout down. So there's going to be frequent contact between the surface and your outpost. Now, what are your instructions as far as scouts coming out? Do you want them to just block up this area and wait for contact? Which is...
Well, I would like to send scouts out a little bit around the area.
Okay.
Make sure we're not a part of like a bigger orc complex.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's something you guys would have done during that time. I'm referring to them sending troops out towards you as you move away.
I would say just wait like a 3 or 4 days, and then send the first people out, and we can whatchamacallit, sorry. What we can do is have them start stockpiling food here, if this is going to be one of the bases of operation.
Well, I mean, this is pretty solidly secured. I mean, you guys have pretty substantial magic, and you spent 10 days, so...
Yeah, no, what I'm saying, Tony, is so that way, if we do push forward and we do have they can start moving the supplies forward as well.
Okay, I got you. That makes sense. And they'll start stockpiling enough troops and supplies to staff another outpost further down when you call for them. That what you were going for?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so let's stop it here and take about a 5-minute break. I'm going to put a vote up. Everybody can use the restroom, get a drink, and when you're back, click the vote. We'll go when everybody's here.
I am going to have to go to bed because I work bright and early in the morning, so this is my short week.
Okay. Have a good one, man.
Yep. Talk to you guys
Take it
later.
easy. Later,
Take
man.
it easy.
Yep.
Oh, I'm tired as all hell myself. Does anybody else have to go?
I'm going to go check on my kids, but no, I'll be right back.
Alright.
Josh, how'd your show go?
I sold 3 marine symbols, not the one you helped me on. A completely separate one, and 3 rings.
No boards.
What? What'd you say?
No boards.
No, not one. Oh, I did sell one bottle stopper as well. I made out with about 110-ish bucks.
User disconnected from your channel.
That's not too bad.
No, not really. But I do have a massive show booked. July 1st and 2nd. Both days. I got a 10 by 10 section in the middle of a town square. The show is not just a show. It's a full-on festival. 250th year anniversary of a small city. The festival is so large, it's happening at a university, in the town square, and in the local park. And the park that they have there is huge. We're talking like 12 pavilions huge.
Nice.
Right. So, and on top of that, the guy I talked to about getting a spot was like, I don't think we have anyone else that's going to be doing the kind of stuff you do. So, yeah. On top of that, it only cost me $40 to reserve the spot. And I don't even gotta pay till I show up.
Yeah, we gotta get you like a banner or something.
Yeah, most fucking definitely. I went out today and bought a gazebo.
Like one of the pop-up tents.
Yeah, one of the really big ones. It's a 10 by 10, 100 square feet.
Nice.
I gotta buy another fold-out table. Mine that I have is I think it's either a 6 or an 8. I'm gonna give me a minute. I'll be right back.
That's like small apartment size.
Okay, the only table I have right now is a 6 by 6. Or, I mean, a 6 foot fold out, rather. Give me a minute, I gotta go take a piss.
I'm back.
I think we're just waiting on Josh. Yeah, Tony, before I forget, at least for the next 14 weeks, I may or may not be late to the games.
Okay. You said 14?
Yeah, I got a contract cooking Wednesday afternoons.
Nice. How big it, dude?
And I'm back. Yeah, but anyway, I gotta buy some tables and whatnot.
Go by Staples, look in the back of the furniture section. They're going to have some of the plastic folding tables that you'll be easily able to get in and out of your car.
I'm gonna be borrowing my brother's truck, but I'm gonna try to find like the cheapest place to get these and then go to Staples. Now, when Staples price matches, is it only by brand or is it just by general what it is?
It's by brand, it's by model, so you have to be specific.
Shit.
But here's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Go by Staples, find what it is, find the maker and the model number, Google that, find the lowest price, then go back to Staples and have them beat it.
Now, can I use your discount?
No.
Dick.
Are you going to pay for my gas to drive all the fucking way out there?
No.
Dick.
But they don't know I'm not fucking Daniel Bullock.
I'm also not in the system yet.
How the fuck are you not in the system yet?
Because corporate's a bitch?
Very true. Well, like I said, it's not till July 1st is when the show is.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You know, you got time, but start getting your shit done now, because if they actually have to order out for additional tables, you got to give them time to do that.
Right. I'm thinking I'm going to get at least... I want at least one additional table, but I'm probably going to get 2 additional tables. That way, I'm surrounded on all but one side.
Also, pick yourself up a few good lawn chairs.
Oh, I already got fishing chairs.
You back, Matt?
Guess not.
Are we doing much else other than just heading out?
Not unless you guys say you want to do something.
I don't think so.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, I'm good.
For what?
Doing
anything.
something before we head out.
Are we just gonna keep the coins and stuff in the party sheet for now?
I already moved him to the bag of holding if Tony wants to get rid of him.
Oh, you said the coins were going to? Okay.
Yeah, everything's cleared out.
Yeah, I was just wondering because that was the only thing left on the sheet.
Okay, it is clear. So,
Hey, during those two weeks, the 10 days, I am going to identify that rope.
okay. I'm assuming you took off the appropriate
User
money.
entered your channel.
Yep.
Did we lose somebody?
It said
Eddie.
entered.
I know, I assume somebody came back.
Oh. That was just the gaming music.
Oh well. So, the rope is what you're looking at?
Yeah, it's in my
Where's-
party sheet.
It's in the bag of holding?
No, it's in my party sheet because I didn't want to get it mixed up.
Oh, your
My
character?
sheet. Yeah,
Okay.
character sheet, sorry.
I didn't know what party sheet meant, sorry.
Sorry, I misspoke.
It's a rope of climbing. It's a 60-foot long silk rope that can hold up to 3,000 pounds. And basically, if you hold one end of the rope and speak the command word, it animates, and as a bonus action, you can command the other end to move forward or up or down. It moves 10 feet when you first command it, and 10 feet per turn if it's in combat, until it's the maximum length away. It can fasten itself to an object. You can tell it to knot itself, unknot itself, coil itself for carrying. But in general, it's a rope that does what it's told. And it's a manner of overcoming a lot of obstacles. Not that you guys have.
Whoop, whoop.
Okay, so you guys get very well established, and you get reinforced, and you form up your expedition, and you guys are heading out. I mean, you guys have this place very well sealed up. It's got doors now, and double doors, and barricades. I mean, you can do a substantial amount with a lot of magic.
Whoop, whoop.
And so, the reinforcements are there. You guys establish secret knocks and whispers and secret handshakes, the whole 9 yards. And you guys head out. The days you guys travel, so for the general purposes, I don't intend to narrate every day. And for the reason for this is, as you guys are traveling, especially as you're starting to get deeper into the Underdark, one of the things you are noticing is that this area is becoming more and more devoid of life. If you recall, when you first escaped and were traveling in the Underdark, you guys were pretty much ambushed and bombarded on all sides by damn near everything. But you're noticing that a lot of the lesser life forms, I guess it would be, are dying off. You know, you're seeing some indications of creatures, but there's hardly any. So instead of having, traveling a day and getting attacked, traveling a day and a half getting attacked, you're traveling 2 and 3 and 4 days not seeing anything at all. It's a lot like the silence you hear in a forest when there's been birds chirping for the last 4 days when you were walking. It's an eerie feeling that you don't have a strong vibe that there's a lot of life in the Underdark that you have seen previously. Now, while traveling, you guys travel your 10th day and your 11th day. About the 11th day, one of the Emerald Enclave scouts that came back from the surface, once you guys are a day and a half away, Brim, it's Brim Coppervein, he opens up one of his packs and he has brought a number of kegs of two kinds of alcohol: Dwarven Ale and some Gutbuster, which is Dwarven whiskey. And he picked it up when he was on the surface gathering the troops. He got it from Gonselgrim's expedition, and he brought it for the party, or the entire expedition. There's enough for everyone. But he opens it up as you guys settle down on your 11th day of travel, and provides it half in celebratory for the whole fight and the success so far, establishing a good solid outpost. But he pretty much makes it open to everybody, and, you know, within reason and safety, you know, not the guards, but everybody is able to eat and celebrate and drink some Dwarven Ale. Those of you who are not dwarves, which I don't believe any of you are,
Anymore.
if you
Orange.
try,
Orange not drinking.
the Gutbuster is probably the close to the most revolting thing you've ever tasted. It's essentially damn near pure fucking drain cleaner. So, other than that, the expedition seems to be functioning a lot better. There's not any major fighting as there was previously, especially after 10 days of being able to train and drill. I mean, you make a lot of progress. And you travel on the 14th day, as you guys are traveling about midday. One of the things that catch your attention is that the passages are getting colder and colder for about the last hour.
Oh
And
boy.
as you narrow yourself down into these 10-foot wide corridors, you do find yourselves facing an odd collection of fungus. Up ahead, what you do find is the walls on the left and right, starting here, it should be showing up, and here on both sides, as well as the ceiling, but not the floor. So about right here, the temperature's getting extremely cold. But, I mean, in the whole tunnel, right there you see a furry brown carpet on the walls and ceiling of some type of fungal growth, mold. There aren't toadstools sticking out of it, so it's definitely some type of lichen or mold, but the area, as you approach it closer and closer, gets colder and colder.
That'll do.
Hold on. I think I'm gonna try to roll for a lucky. And I'll keep the first roll. Valdu would tell them to extinguish any flames, and he would do so very quickly. He would tell them that it is a common form of brown mold, or not common, but a form of brown mold he has seen before, and if anybody brings a fire near it, it will grow toward that fire very rapidly.
Okay, so fireball's out.
No fireballs.
Okay, so I guess everybody extinguishes their torches. If they have them. You guys want to keep moving forward?
Moment.
Yeah. Would you mind taking control of Sully and...
Already got them.
Alright, scouting up. Thank you, sir.
So nobody wants to collect this or anything?
Is it something that's useful?
It does produce a lot of cold, and it grows very rapidly toward any sources of fire. Collecting it will be painful, but if we can, like, shove it into frickin' jars or something, it may prove useful in the future.
If you want to give it a shot, I'm not going to touch it.
Yeah, you're the one with the nature checks.
I have 6 vials left.
Alright, that being said, give me a second. Let me make sure I have a spell prepared here. Okay, I want to cast protection from energy cold on myself.
Okay.
See if I can't find it.
There's a vial on the party sheet for you.
I'm going to need a couple of them. I'm not doing this for just one.
Alright, then there's 2 vials on the party sheet for you.
So to apply the spell, I targeted you for yourself. Under your level 3 spells, you want to click. If you put your mouse over each effect, it will eventually tell you which one it's resistant to.
Yeah,
Cold
it's
looks
just
like
taking
the
a
second.
while.
Okay, so that took care of that. And you're casting that on you?
Yes.
Okay, roll a nature check to attempt to collect some brown mold.
Hold on. Does anybody else have any vials that they want to donate? And I'm sticking with the first one.
Okay.
I mean, I can toss you more if this is something like we're actually going to use.
Well, I figure it this way. If we run across an encampment and we find a group of, say, orcs, for example, I can throw it in and Orin can cast a fireball and it'll be like a double whammy. Because like I said, this stuff grows towards fire rapidly to the point where it will damage anything in the area to get there.
Okay, do a Constitution saving throw. Obviously, it's because you're trying to resist the cold as you scrape it into the vial. You're going to need to do 1 check per.
Alright, there's 3 vials for you.
Hold on. I'll stick with the second one on that one. Crap. Hold on. And I'll stick with the first one. And I'm changing my damn dice color.
So that's
I've used
3
one lucky.
Constitution saving throws?
Hold on. The 14, the 17. Oh, no, I still got one more roll. Oh, okay, so I'm taking the 14, the 17, and the 21, and that leaves me with 1 lucky.
Okay, and I need 2 more nature saving or checks.
Now, as they damage me, if it gets severe, I'll stop and heal myself.
Understood. You take 15 damage the first time. The second time you take 6, because you're able to resist it a little more. The spell's definitely helping you. And the third time you take 11. So you take a total of 32 damage collecting.
Holy shit.
You notice that this mold is substantially more potent than the fungal spores that you have seen in the past.
Alright. Give me a second.
If this does that much damage, I think we may need to give up a couple more vials, Durandon. If you're okay with that.
Yeah, hold on. I gotta do the math here. Alright, that's all the vials I got.
Hey, give me a minute, I gotta heal myself up first. Bomir, can you lay on hands with me for the rest?
Yes, sir.
And it's probably gonna need to happen again.
Okay. And you're collecting how many more vials?
Second. Well, I already got 3, right? So 3
Yep.
more.
Okay, I need a nature check, then a constitution saving throw. Do them separately for me. Do the nature, then the constitution, then another nature, then another constitution.
Alright. If it does too much damage, like I said, I'm going to stop it. Valdu's not going to kill himself doing this.
I know. I'm not going to kill you. I'll leave that to the party members.
Hey, now. Oh, never mind.
Woohoo!
You take 13 damage collecting that, and that would be the half.
Oh, shit.
Nature saving or nature check and a constitution saving throw, please.
I took 13 with a 20 and a 23?
Correct.
And
The
that
nature
was
check
half.
is whether you are successful in collecting it. The constitution saving throw is whether you, how much damage you take.
Holy shit. This causes a hell of a lot of damage.
Okay, next vial.
I guess I'm going to try to roll my last lucky. Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay.
Idiot wasted a lucky on game.
Alright.
You take 5 damage collecting that one. And the last vial? Constitution saving throw.
Oh, God.
You unsuccessfully attempt to collect brown mold. You don't get the vial, but you take 23 damage in the process as it touches your hand.
Damn.
So you have 5 vials, 1 empty vial, and a whole lot of frostbite.
You're right. Okay, let me heal myself up. I keep losing this damn staff. Okay, so the Cure Wounds is level 4, 1 charge per, so I'm going to use the... Oh wait, I got a gem, don't I? Okay, I'm using the level 3 healing from the gem.
Have at it. Heal yourself.
That leaves me with 21 damage still, so I'll use the other gem. And there we go, I'm cured.
Okay, are you going to try and fill the 5th vial?
6th.
Thank you, 6th.
I think
Yeah.
5's good.
No, I'll try it. I mean, it's not like I'm short on healing spells or nothing. That way everyone in the party can have one of these damn things.
And then
got an extra.
Demogorgon attacks. Alright, nature check, constitution saving throw.
Yes, sir.
That collected it. And that resisted it pretty solidly. So you take 7 damage this time. And you have 6 vials full of brown mold. A version that seems stronger than what you've seen in the past.
Alright, give me a second. Alright, I would give 1 to each party member and keep the extra. So I guess just throw them in the party sheet and we'll each drag one off.
I'll add it later.
Alright.
Okay, so now you're still facing a corridor with brown mold above you and on both sides of you. Crossing that line is going to expose you to the same damage he was taking, minus the magical protection.
Okay, but just because from the cold?
Yes, if you're within 5 feet of brown mold, you take the damage. You still get the saving throw to half it.
Do you know anything that kills this, Valdu?
Second. I have no idea if anything will kill this.
Where was the last opening along this way? Like try to
About
go around.
you could add about a day to your trip to go around it.
I mean, we could always attempt to fire it with some lightning and see what happens. Stand back while we do it.
Hold on.
I mean, if all else fails, I can use an inspiration to re-roll.
No, hold on.
Or we can take a long rest. I can get my luckies back. I don't know if he'll allow that though.
Okay.
So we're trying to burn it?
Yeah, give me a second. I'm looking at something.
No, don't burn it. No fire. Fire is very bad for
Oh, yeah.
button mold.
Fire.
Use fire.
If you use fire, we're all dead. Campaign's over.
So do it. Got it. Thanks.
The screaming lady disagreed.
Yep.
By the way, while Matt is thinking, I thought you guys might enjoy this. In my other campaign that I started recently, on Fridays, they ran into a guy who had a real high pitched voice, and I had the perfect. He ended up luring them in and dropping rocks on them, and ran away cackling, and I had the perfect sound effect because of this sound effect program. So I got to keep using it. There, he was running away, laughing at them.
That's pretty awesome.
Nice.
Dude, that's a ringtone.
Okay. I have a spell, but the issue is it's only going to kill off a 10 to 15 foot segment, and I can only use it twice before I need to rest.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. Orin
Out of
comes
curiosity, what's the spell?
up. Blight.
What Valdu would ask as opposed to me.
Blight.
Alright.
And Orin thinks for a second. Moves his hands, points his staff, and says a word, and I guess a 15-foot segment dies off. You want to move that line to where it died off too, Tony?
Yep, redrawing it right now. So you chop that area up, and I'm presuming, just off of common sense, that you're recasting it.
Yeah, I will be recasting it. I'm having Sully go down to... I gotta make his checks real quick. I mean, we're kind of all up in the same area, but...
Okay, you've managed to kill the mold back to this point with your blight spell, but that's as far as you can get it, and it's still covering the passages.
I say we go around. We don't know how much farther the stuff goes in.
How many checks would you have to do to get to that corner and look down, Tony?
Elaborate. What do you mean?
Like the Constitution saving throws.
One? You get one per round. I'd lock the tokens and you would run, is basically what you'd do.
Okay, so a character would run in there, look down, run back.
Yes.
Okay, give me a second. Who's got the highest con? I got a pretty
16
good
plus 3.
16 plus 3.
No, your con saves on the right hand side of the main screen. What's
Oh,
the total?
saves, it's a +4.
+7.
Okay, I got a +7 too, and I have a lucky, so. Does anybody else have a lucky? That they
Yep.
haven't used it?
I got all mine.
I used mine.
Sully also has a +7, and he's also got those boots that lets him move crazy fast, so.
He'd probably be best.
Yeah,
But
I'm gonna
it's
have
not
Sully.
here.
No, I got his character. I am going to activate his boots before I move Tony. So that'll give me 90-foot total movement. I'm going to pause at the corner here while you unmask.
Mm-hmm.
And if it curves back around like this one, I may move forward to see if down the next hallway and then run back over to where this line is. Yep. Okay, so.
I need a Constitution saving throw, and then I will apply it.
Okay. You want to lock the token so I can see how much movement?
Locking now. Locked.
Okay. Con save. Wait until after I roll to see if what it is. I'm gonna re-roll just to check.
Do we still have the pygmy warts?
I'm going to use the. I don't think those pygmy wart things work here. I'm going to use my lucky, or Sully's lucky on that.
I'm just asking, do we still have them?
Yes.
Let me look at the beast and see if I can do anything to resist cold. I am from
There.
the Arctic Circle as far as druid circles go.
The pygmy warts aren't going to do anything because they don't work outside of where you found them. You guys discovered that a while ago.
Oh, shit.
So he gets here, looks down, straight down. Where does
It ends right here.
Okay. And then he turns around and books back up. It's a total of 90. It was 45 down. 45 back.
Funnily enough, I could work that math out myself.
Yes, but I'm trying to help you, douche. How much damage he took? 15, and that was half, probably half, so 15 damage on that. I don't think. Honestly, I'm gonna say. Hold on a second. I'm gonna check something.
Well, if you cast, then rest and cast again, that should cover it.
So I would
against
assume,
us
Tony,
resting.
I would assume that the next blight would cast probably to where the wall is, or where would it go to? Do you have the blight spell, Valdu?
I do, but it is not memorized, and I can only
That's why if
cast one level 4. So we would have to rest again anyway.
Well, no, I say we.
Sorry, I stepped away to pee. That's about an estimation.
Okay, so what I can do is I can cast, or I can put the spell blight into my shield guardian. That would leave with 3, and then with your 4, we should be able to clear this up. But we'd have to spend 8 hours here, a long rest.
That would leave me
I'd
with
rather
only
do that
one
than
level
lose a day.
4.
Yeah, but with your 1 level 4, I got 2 level 4s. The shield guardian will have a 3rd one.
Well, you would have to expend the spell to put it in the shield guardian.
Yeah. Okay, so that would give us. That would give us 3 anyway. So that would be there.
So there's no point in even putting it in the shield guard. You can just cast it before you rest.
Yeah. Well, I already casted it. That's what I'm saying. I've cast it. I have to rest to get those level 4s back to polish off the rest of this. Or maybe get close to polishing off the rest of it.
Didn't you say you can cast it twice? You only cast it once so far, right?
I cast it twice.
Oh, fuck.
That's what got us down to here. The first one got us to right where that L shape is on the upper right of that. Sorry. It got us to there was the first one, and then down, or somewhere right around there, and then down here with the second one.
Okay.
Are you guys okay with waiting 8 hours?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you take a long rest. During your long rest, the mold grows about 10 feet back.
Oh shit.
It doesn't grow substantially, but it grows enough that you can tell that it's growing at an incredibly fast rate for mold.
Because this is the main area through. We may be able to go around, but it's not going to be the secured area everybody knows about. So, okay. You guys ready?
I mean, I could always use inspiration, see if there's another way to kill it. Kind of want to, but alright, let's just do it this way.
Well, Scorching Ray won't work. Fireball won't work, so it'll just make it grow quicker. Lightning Bolt may work.
Or it may just be a complete waste. Or it may make it grow faster.
Well, no, that spell won't work on everybody.
What about like a ray of frost?
Yeah, you're going to have to do an inspiration to recheck for it, but that's the only way you're going to be able to check your knowledge.
Well, we did a long rest, so use your freaking lucky.
You can't re-roll
okay.
for knowledge unless
That's
you
right.
use an inspiration.
Use your
Either you
inspiration
know
if
it or
you want,
you're not.
brother.
I don't want to use my inspiration.
Okay.
Okay. Can I just do a general knowledge check, Tony?
No.
Okay.
You need proficiency in the skill knowledge. Nature, I'm sorry.
Okay,
I
not a problem.
We've been here a while. It could have come to mind, Tony.
Yes, with an inspiration.
Damn it.
Yep. So, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Blight twice.
Now wait, can we donate inspiration to other people?
Yes.
Well, if you want me to do that, you can always donate me an inspiration.
The old style of inspiration, which everyone has, I believe.
Not I.
Oh. This is the only one. Either you do it or you're not. No reason to...
Nah, don't worry about it, man. We can just kill it off as much as possible. Okay, so I cast it.
One
twice.
gets it to here.
Okay.
And the second one gets it...
And
Alright, where
I
would
assume-
mine get it?
And you cast it. And you get it to here, which is going to require you guys to run through about 15 feet of it, which would be one check and damage each.
I'll cast it twice.
Okay, that wipes it out. But
That
you
way
can
it
tell
can't
it's
grow
still
back.
there. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
shit.
still there. You're not going to get rid of it.
Shit, I thought this got rid of it. Oh well,
Yeah,
alright.
I thought it would have got rid of it. That's the only reason I was using all those.
It's rid of it. It's not a threat to you guys, but you can tell that it's going to regrow.
Quick, spray bleach.
Right. Okay, I guess us and the party gets through. We'll just have to. Do you guys want to set up some sort of
Without
notice?
the knowledge, you're pretty much SOL as far without them or sending someone with this capability.
Yeah. So let's put something on the wall. Actually, does anybody in the Emerald Enclave could you roll their knowledge nature checks, Tony? See if they know of a way to kill this
That's
off.
not a bad idea.
They're not gonna have more knowledge than Valdu. It's Valdu or nobody.
Okay. Okay, at the beginning of this entrance, I say we use chalk or something and let them know that or something so they'll know that they need to go around this area.
I mean, we could always experiment and just start casting shit at it.
That sounds like a great idea.
Well, do you have like a ward or something you can put up?
I do have wards, but the issue is they are they're like very sorry, I'm trying to be like. Okay, yes, but no.
So let's just do it this way. You mark the area saying that it's dangerous, go around. That's sufficient?
Yep, that's what we're gonna do.
Okay. So you guys make your way through, and now you're traveling onward. Correct?
Yep.
Okay.
You
have
can fly
6
another
miles.
long rest, brother.
I am working on it presently. So, you guys head out. Is that my understanding?
Yep.
So, you make it through. You guys rest. You travel for the rest of that day. And then, while traveling on day 15, one of the things that everyone in the expedition notices, is that the passages become completely debris free. There are no rocks, there's no dust, there's no dirt. They're smooth, not as in smooth, no variation in elevation, but something is cleared out, like something came through and cleared it out.
Is it like
slimes.
the slimes we saw before?
It's exactly like the slimes you saw before.
Okay. Okay.
Proceed with caution.
There you go. Sully would, I guess, be out by himself, fucking scouting.
Okay. You guys travel the rest of the day and you rest. You just set guards, or doubly so as you desire. But you do set the guards. It's the same general. Caverns are debris free. On the 16th day, as you start traveling, it takes you guys about 3 hours into your traveling when you see an extremely strange sight. You see the bones of a very large creature. This tunnel you're in is about 10 feet wide. It's probably about 10 feet all the way around. And then as you are traveling this way, the tunnel you see is almost completely circular. I have a picture for you here shortly. I'm going to send you once I get to it. It's a little difficult to find.
Worms.
It's not a worm, you're fine. I'll have to actually find that picture. It's not in here the way I wanted it to be. I would like it to be easier to find, but I'm working on it. Oh well. I will have to get back to you when I am able to find this picture because I had it and it disappeared on me. But that's perfectly fine. I have it somewhere in here. The point of that is that this tunnel is circular. The bones are very large. They pretty much go from side of the tunnel to the side of the tunnel. They have a spine, and they are spotless. They are polished, almost white, completely, but you can tell that they are not old bones, as in they've been gnawed on. They haven't been gnawed on. They don't have any decay. They're absolutely areas that are, bones that are pretty fresh. The picture's incoming for your enjoyment.
That's a nice hole.
Nice.
So, That's what you're finding right now. Now, this is an offshoot that connects to the tunnel that you are traveling down. It looks like whatever it is that these are the bones of was burrowing through this area. The creature was burrowing away from the tunnel you're in. As in, it was traveling down the tunnels you were traveling in before you came to this offshoot, and then it turned here as if to go through the rock and began turning through. At some point in its journey, it ceased to be tunneling. And it is now bone. So you can come down this way, or you can go back to your main traveling corridor and travel that way. It is your discretion.
What do you guys want to do?
I want to check it out.
Let's do it.
Okay.
So your expedition is generally with you. They are providing you assistance.
Hey, Tony, I still got an effect on me for resist cold.
Thank you. It's gone.
Valdu, you got any info on this Shai Halud tunnel?
Nice Dune reference.
Thank you.
Don't know yet. Give me a second. No.
You can do a knowledge nature.
I didn't even get to. Tony just outright said no. So
It's not a knowledge check. He doesn't have knowledge of it, neither do you guys.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll let you move Sully as far ahead as you would like. And then you guys can follow behind as much as would make you happy.
Okay, we'll start here and slowly start making our way around.
I'm going to move the map on the recording up a lot. So let's just move this up to about right here. There we go. Okay. So, one second.
I do have to ask if there's a reason why my picture's upside down.
Someone spun it around.
Fair enough.
Yep. Hey, come on. Move up a little bit, probably another 15, 20 feet, 30 feet, while I keep going ahead and looking. Or Sully waves him forward. Pops up real quick and lets him know it splits here. I'm going to follow the bones. To the left is an alcove with an opening that in the bottom right. Passes that to Valdu and then comes down here, still going stealthily. If you guys could move my shield guardian and Orin, I'd appreciate it. Okay. Comes up to the edge, peeks around it.
You said there's an opening in the bottom right of that room?
Yes, bottom right of the room on the left.
I marked it on the map for you there, Valdu.
Thank you.
Don't forget, you guys keep coming up as you lose sight of me.
That is a long ass worm.
Okay, Orin tells everybody that there's possibility of demons being in this area, so be very careful as we go up and be aware of what's going on. Sully comes back and lets everybody know what's up. Up ahead's a little bit opening in the cavern. Looks like the worm thrashed around before he, like something was going on and in this area. So be prepared.
Now, out of curiosity, are we talking about worm with an O or worm with a Y?
You don't know.
Well, Tony did say it's not a worm, so.
I'm using the term you guys coined. I'm not telling you that it is a worm. I'm just using the only term available. You're so quiet, Chris.
I'm just reading something.
You just want something to hit with your lance. Okay.
Did you finally find a lance?
Okay,
I guess we could say I
for-
sent somebody back to get it.
He had someone purchase one for him when the reinforcements came.
I'll be back with you guys in a second to let you know. I go back and let Durandon know to pass on to everybody else that, that the chamber to the right seems to be where the worm came back upon itself, and probably where the head area was. So I'm going to keep going down the main chute to see what's going on here.
I pass the information on to the rest, to everyone else.
Okay.
So you come around the corner, and there's an area that is an alcove, I suppose would be accurate, about 30 feet wide, 30 feet tall, 30 feet deep. Aside from the small tunnel the creature has created. And
Is that where those little mushrooms are?
no, I'm unmasking it. I accidentally collapsed my own unmasking. So there's a little alcove right here that is taller than these caverns. As I said, this is only about 5-10 feet tall. But this area in this region right here is about 30 feet tall. It's about 30 feet wide. And it's like it's been, destroyed. But so as you
Before anything more is said, can I take a ready to action in case something hostile comes around the corner?
No. You're more than welcome to take ready actions, but if you haven't been doing it thus far, we're not going to go off of a change in my speech type.
Alright. I should have specified it earlier. Holy shit, it's Hexes from Fern Gully.
The
Turn around, run away.
And as Sully comes around the corner, having dissolved a good chunk of the stone after the worm, there is a massive 30-foot tall ooze with multiple eyes and mouths. It is a bubbling, swirling creature constructed of black and green oozes, glaring red eyes that are shifting within it. It stands well over 20 feet tall, and as you guys come around the corner, as sullen deer comes around the corner, it detects your presence and turns to you. So to start with, I'm going to need a wisdom saving throw from sullen deer. And I'm going to need a wisdom saving throw from everybody within, let's see how far back is, everybody, from everyone in this area is going to have to do a wisdom saving throw. DCs are different for Sully, but after that, I'm going to need some initiative checks.
So, okay.
You're in for some deep doo-doo.
I'm using a lucky on my wisdom.
Pansy.
Yeah, lucky. It's better than the first one. I'll go ahead and take that. 11. Let me roll for Orin real quick.
Baldu, why'd you roll twice?
I'm gonna take a look.
Did we get higher than 25?
I didn't roll twice. You said roll initiative. I got.
Oh, I got it. My mistake. I was looking at everybody's wisdom save. I missed the...
Yeah. Orin is gonna take his lucky as well.
Okay, so 24 for Orin, 11 for Sully. Is that, see, an 18 for Durandon, a 16 for Bomir, and a 25 for Valdu as far as wisdom saves.
Unfortunately, no. The 16 is my.
Oh, my
initiative.
mistake. Oh, because you didn't take lucky. I got it. So I got a 7 for you.
He's like 100 and some feet away.
Yeah.
Damn.
Alrighty, so let's...
Let the recording clearly show that when we stepped foot into this cave, I said no, we should turn back.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna worry about the rest of it later, but as of this moment, we will start round 1 of your combat with the Demon Lord Jubilex, the faceless Lord of Slime.
Son of a bitch.
Hold on, we need to get some Shield Guardian checks going on. It's pretty low,
Yep.
so
Hey,
it can't be that high.
can you open the Shield Guardian for me? It's fucking closed. When I open Sully's.
So I'm guessing that the wisdom saves were for madness.
They were indeed. Being this close to a Demon Lord that becomes angry does cause a little bit of madness.
Why would he be angry?
Because he's a Demon Lord, and you interrupted him.
Doing what? Masturbating?
You know what? No one judges you. Why you gotta be judging
There are
Demon
an
Lords?
awful lot of these motherfuckers in the Underdark here lately. Just saying.
I don't see his, whatchamacallit, Tony.
Oh, you have Sullen Deer activated, that's why. There you go. Did you get him that time?
I got the Shield Guardian, but I don't see his, initiative.
He's at the bottom. He's a number 2.
Okay.
Alrighty. Jubilex is last on the initiative. How's that for lucky?
Run away.
You're running. I haven't even got the music set.
Just everybody screaming at once.
Yeah, I just can't see this one turning out good.
Alrighty. Durandon, your turn.
So what's the consensus here? Like, what? Are we...
I mean, I would say if we are going to fight, at least lure this thing out into the open where we can have some form of advantage.
It's a fucking demon lord.
Yeah, we need to run away
That's
as
like
fast as possible.
that's like one step lower than like a demigod, man, or maybe even more powerful than a demigod. It's not something to fuck around with. Like a regular
Right.
demon is not something to fuck around with.
Right? That's why my first suggestion was run away.
Yes, and Orin would tell you, in his infinite knowledge from checking on all these dudes, we need to fucking get the hell out of here.
I'm going to work off the assumption that you, based off of the conversation, it is your intention to immediately flee this area.
Yep.
You could probably do the dash and get a double movement there.
You're not going to need to move. If you guys are fleeing, then I'm not going to force us to spend the game time with you guys running away. It's a demon lord, yes, but they're still restricted by the same rules of the game. So his movement is not going to be able to outpace you right away. So you have the ability to flee, especially with you guys strung out the way you are. So if you're running away, which is fine.
Yeah, we're running away. We're running away fast and hard.
Okay. So
In hindsight, it did take something pretty powerful to kill something this big.
would since you guys are running away, before I close the map or anything, did anybody like to see what it would be like to take a hit from a demon lord? Who wants to volunteer their character?
You can go ahead and put the shield's guardian.
As long as you'll not go ahead and kill me permanently, fuck it, I'll volunteer.
All right.
Not actually going to kill you permanently. You're not within 10 feet of him. So, let's see. What do we... 3 lash attacks.
Holy shit.
Yeah, none of those were criticals either.
Baldu's dead.
Damn.
How much total damage was that? Because it stops at 59. $17. Yeah, you're dead.
I had to Google him. He has a challenge rating of 23.
Yeah.
Damn.
I was thinking it was probably going to be a couple of, like, oozes in this area. I didn't think it was going to be no fucking demon lord.
Right.
So, I don't know, what the most powerful creature you guys have fought so far would be what?
Singly, nothing. I mean, the drow are the most powerful we fought as a group.
I'm trying to think. Maybe the Oni were a little bit powerful.
I'd have to go with the Pudding King.
The Pudding King? No, he wasn't.
Pudding King was a bitch.
He just was using tactics. Let's see what the Oni were. We're going to stop the game here for tonight, but we can look at a couple things. So the Oni were a challenge rating of 7. The Drow Priestess was a challenge rating of 8. Yeah. You guys could have stayed and fought. Absolutely. You would have been annihilated. Being close to him poisons you. None of you were close enough. So that's
Did I get madness with my low roll?
You did get you a little bit of madness. You did.
Great.
And I assume Sully did too.
Got himself some madness.
Orin didn't, right?
No one else did. You guys managed to resist it. But I have the specific madness I'm going to give specifically to those people, but we're going to call this a night. Be a good stopping point. Does anybody have any questions as you flee away in screaming terror from the demon lord of Ooze?
I have a question. It's not directly related to him, but kind of related to him. Are we at some point going to have the ability to find out what the hell is causing so many of these motherfuckers to be here?
That is the entire purpose of the second half
Going to
of
the
this
library?
campaign.
Thank you very much.
It's probably something that's going to be helpful when we get to the library type deal.
Okay. So I'm going to stop the recording now.